I love the concept of word of the year. Love it, love it, love it. But it doesn't love me. So what am I doing instead of that? Welcome to No Excuses. My name is Mary Fran, and I am on a mission to lose a lot of weight. From my highest to my lowest will be about 150 pounds. I already lost it once. I gained back half of it, and now I'm working on getting rid of that half again. And you know, it's not a failure. It just means I had a lesson to learn. So welcome as I work to make myself the best version of me, inside and out. I have tried to do the word of the day over and over and over again. Every year I want to do it, every year. But every year that I do try it, I fail. I forget about it. I don't do it. I don't even think about it. And usually I don't even remember what the word is after January is over. It's sad. But this year I had an aha moment because I was like, you know what? I work better with short-term goals. Maybe if I did a word of the week, it would actually work for me. I knew what I wanted my word of the week to be for week number 1. I wanted it to be control. I needed to take control of my life. And so I decided that the first word of my week was going to be control. And I actually opened up my day planner to the week 1 where I was entering all of my information. And on the top in red, I wrote control. Filled it in, made it dark. It's not pretty, but it's there. And every time I look at that page, I can see where it says control. And while I was actually putting it in there, I was like, am I even going to come up with any other words? What happens if control is my word for the whole year? And I had to tell myself, you know what? That's not a bad idea. That dog is getting loud. And I actually had to tell myself, if that happens, it's not a bad deal. That just means that control is what I needed to work on all year round. So I wrote into the first year with the word control. And it worked for me. Week number 2 rolled around and I flipped to the next week of my journal and I was getting ready to write my word of the week. And you know what? I was like, control, it still works. Maybe this will be my word of the year and I'll remember it. So on week 2, I wrote the word control at the top and I carried on. I've always struggled with picking my words, so maybe that was the reason why I was just using the same word. But then week 3 rolled around and something weird happened. I flipped to the new week in my planner and the word control was nowhere in my mind. The only word that I could think about was fortitude. Fortitude? Really? And I was like, huh. And there was no question in my mind. Fortitude had to be my word of the week. It was just there. I wrote it in. I can kind of understand where the word fortitude came from and why that's what I felt like I needed to work on because of life events that were going to be happening, things that had happened, things that were going to happen, physical, emotional, the whole 9 yards. I can understand it. So by making fortitude my word of the week, I was able to focus on what I needed that week. So I looked at fortitude at the top of my day planner all week long. And as the week rolled around, I was like, okay, we're good. So I rolled over to the new week. And fortitude wasn't even in my thought process. I had no need. I didn't need fortitude this week. And I sat there and I'm like, what do I need? And there was only one thing that came to my mind, and it was the phrase, do it. Do it. And I kept telling myself, but that's a phrase. That's not the word of the day. Can't do that. But the only thing that was in my head was the phrase, just do it. Who am I to stop? Word of the day is now a phrase of the day. Just do it. So I decided to roll with it and just do it. That's what it is. It's like my brain is telling me what I need to focus on each week. And for this reason, I think this word of the week might be awesome for me. So even funnier, I made the word of the day at the beginning of the week, which was Sunday night into Monday morning. And this morning, as of Tuesday, I was going back and doing a video with Kristen Quickfit. And it was one of her exercise videos, and I was doing it, and about midway through, she starts talking about your goals. And she started talking about how you need to just do it, because if you don't, it is only a wish. And she was talking about goals. But I sat there and I'm exercising going, how funny is that she says just do it? And I heard it on the week that my thing was just do it. Definitely, just do it is meant to be my word of the week. It has been very interesting to see how words are coming to me based on what is happening in my life and how I'm feeling and what I need. And I'm really happy with this word of the week because I can tailor it to what I need to focus on each and every week. So I'm not delusional in thinking that there's not going to be a week where I'm sitting there going, I don't know what I'm going to use. And, I've actually decided that I will go back and use control if that's what it is, because control is very important. Maybe that's my theme of the year. I don't know. But I'm not delusional to think that every week is going to just have a word that just means everything to me. And that's okay. I will default back to control, or I'll default to the previous week's word. We'll just play it by ear. On the flip side, who knows? Maybe I will have a word that just pops into my head each week. Whatever happens, I am focusing on me this year. I'm focusing on my word of the day. I'm focusing on making me amazing. No excuses.